All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Athens, Wisconsin. It is the Merriwood girls basketball game of the week here tonight in Athens as the Blue Jays here hosting the Assumption Catholic Royals here tonight in I call it a semi-conference game because it's a little weird with the North and the South crossovers. By the way, I'm Jason Zaleski. This is Steve Mave. Steve will be your play-by-play voice again here today for this contest. Steve, let us know what we've got to look forward here tonight between the Royals and the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Assumption coming in at 15-2 overall, number 4 in the state of Wisconsin, Division 5. Athens right behind them, 18-2. 3 more games on the Royals this year, 7th in the state in Division 5. Both teams, I'm assuming, really looking forward to this game. We had a sectional semifinal volleyball game here in, what would that been, November or late October, with the Athens Blue Jays knocking out Assumption in volleyball. Assumption knocked off Athens last year in a regional final in girls basketball. So it's a good rivalry that has continued to brew the last couple of years, now especially in girls basketball. Athens, we mentioned it before we came on the air, final home game for the Blue Jays before the last 3 or 4 regular season games before the postseason starts in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So
yeah, a game that the Jays have had circled since almost a year ago, right? A 1-point loss, a game that they led in that first half. So now the Jays get to have this game at home here tonight, and I know the pep band's here, so we've got that going for us, so let's go through some of the top scores. Let's start first for the Assumption Royals. I know they've got a phenomenal pressure defense. Sarah Shaw leads almost the entire state in steals.
Yeah.
So take us through a couple of the Royals players here tonight.
Yeah, Sarah Shaw running the show for Assumption, about 13 points a game, nearly 7 steals per game for the Royals. Got Kendall Dillman, Anna Schooley comes off the bench. George Jaglinski at times has been a spark plug for this Assumption Royals, shooting beyond the arc. You mentioned the Royals pride themselves on defense, and we saw that last week again in Edgar, where they forced a lot of turnovers. You mentioned it constantly during that game. The game plan can be easily executed. It's just the execution, getting the ball over half court and running your offense. And the Royals have, the last couple of years, going back to that state championship year and probably before that, have really put their foot down defensively and forced hundreds and hundreds of turnovers throughout the last couple of years, and they'll need that defensive effort and more tonight to stop a very good and very tall, lanky Athens Blue Jays team. Yeah,
let's talk about the Blue Jays next. Yeah, you're right. I said that over at Edgar, and I've said it all along. If you can get the ball into the half court, you've got a really good chance to beat the Royals. But for the Blue Jays, you get the ball into the half court, you're going to have a really good chance, but they've got a little bit more margin for error because these Blue Jays score a lot of points.
Yeah, they do. 70 or 66.5 points a game. They only give up about 38, led by their junior class, full of juniors. Giselle Hartwig, 18 points in their win against Stanley Boyd on Monday. She leads the team. Sophia Coker, Addison Levitka, and then Sydney Coker. And then you have the one senior that starts in Selena Ellenbecker, who is in there as well for the Royals, for the Blue Jays. But this junior class for Athens trying to make their mark again, as they did in volleyball in the fall, trying to make their mark again here in the winter season as well.
These teams are, of course, sectional opponents, which means seeds. Yeah. And we'll talk about some playoff seeds when we return to Athens right after this on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business. And I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
All right, we return here to Athens as we continue our Forward Bank pregame show. Forward Bank, moving our communities forward online at forward.bank and in person right here in Athens, in Marshfield, and other locations around central Wisconsin. Let's talk about seeds. Trevor, go ahead and bring up our our seed preview here. As Trevor brings that up on the screen, this is a Zaleski Sports exclusive. VIP members get to see this. We're giving it to you for free right now, though. Our seed preview for this division. I'm going to talk briefly about the seed process. But first, though, Steve, got Assumption, Edgar, Athens, and Iola Scandinavia as the top four. The top 2 seed positions are, though, the most important because you get to host your own regional final with those. Trevor, go ahead and take that off the screen. We'll bring it back up later. But so right now, Steve, Assumption and Edgar should chalk prevail in the playoffs, would host their own regional final. Athens trying to scratch and claw into that 2 line right now. The math doesn't look like they'll get there. But first, let's maybe talk about this game a little bit with that in mind. If chalk holds, this could be a preview of a sectional semifinal.
Yeah, and again, with that being in mind, then that would go to a neutral site. So Marshfield, Wausau, one of the Wausau schools, which would be perfect for a matchup like this. A bigger area, a lot more space for crowd. But the thing for these teams, as you mentioned, the math for Athens is tough because they go obviously off of your record, but also off of who you play. You know a lot more, and Dan Ross knows a lot more about the math than I do. But it goes to who you play throughout the year. Their record looks great, 18-2, but their non-conference schedule might hurt them when it comes to seeding. That's
exactly why they're seeded third. Strength of schedule, strength of schedule, strength of schedule. Those are the 3 most important parts of it in the seed process. You want to learn more about that, go to ZaleskiSports.com, click VIP, become a VIP member, and we describe it all for you there. Forward Bank pregame show will continue in just a moment. I'll be courtside with Athens Blue Jays head coach Kincaid Keefe right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Register to start this fall.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
We continue our Forward Bank pregame show courtside with Assumption Royals head coach Ryan Klein. Coach, a conference game here on your way to a potential conference championship game. Just another step along the way, but it's an important step here tonight.
I mean, it's a great team, and the chance to come on the road and play some good competition, it's going to be fun.
Turnovers, defensive pressure, that's been your style all year. Does it have to be that for you to win each game out?
No, I mean, obviously, we want to continue to work hard there, but I know we got to get better executing in the half court and taking care of the basketball. So I do want to say thank you for broadcasting tonight. I know there's not a lot of Assumption people that are going to be able to make the trip. So there's a big discrepancy between the blue on this side and that side. So appreciate the support of everyone at home.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back for more on the pregame show right after this.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
Back here in the Bank pregame show, talking to Athens Blue Jays head coach Kincaid Keefe. Coach, it's one I've had circled on my schedule for September. It was a 1-point loss at their place that ended your season last year. How much emphasis can you put on this game, knowing you might see them again in the playoffs next month?
I think it's a big confidence booster knowing if we can match up with them, even if it's a tight one, just knowing we have the ability to match up with the state runner-up.
Pressure defense, I'm sure you watch film. They're going to try to turn you over. How do you avoid those turnovers and not let them run away with it early?
Yeah, and we said they're a great team. They're going to make things happen. It's going to happen. It's more so how we respond. They don't get 2 in a row. They don't get more than so many a half.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, take a commercial break. Steve Maves on the call. Tip-off in about 3 minutes on Zaleski Sports. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Welcome back to Athens High School for tonight's Merriwood crossover matchup. Again, the number 7 Athens Blue Jays and the number 4 Assumption Royals. Thank you to Coach Keefe and Coach Klein for helping us out before our broadcast here tonight. Again, the Royals coming off of a loss last Friday, home against Auburndale. That was a 42-40 loss. Down the stretch, they were unable to foul, which was a little bit of a surprise, and then Auburndale was able to knock down free throws and secure that win. Athens coming off of a win at Stanley Boyd on Monday, 69-40. Giselle Hartwig, 18 points, 7 boards, 9 of 12 from the field. Sophia Coker finished with 13 points. Addison Levitka finishing with 12 points and 10 assists. We talked about it a little bit in the pregame. I was thinking about it on the way up here and thinking about it during the during the road trip up from Wisconsin Rapids. That Assumption really wants to go into more sports lingo. That Assumption really wants to have the game at a Daytona 500 pace, fast the whole time around. The whole time for the next hour and a half. Athens wants to go to a secretariat pace. Get out to a quick start. Keep your foot on the gas and don't let up. And we'll see how that pans out here tonight. As Jason mentioned, these two teams met twice last year. 1 year ago, 365 days ago, just about, Thursday, February 3rd at Assumption. The Royals won 64-38. And then for the regional final, Kendall Dillman had the game-winning shot with about 10 seconds to go. And the Royals won that regional final 61-60. Both games, the Royals got off to very slow starts in those two games. Were able to come back, obviously, and win their two matchups last year. They have the officials recognition week today or this week. So again, thank you to all officials throughout the whole state of Wisconsin that help us that officiate these games and help us put these games on here throughout the year. as we will turn it over to the Athens Pep Band for our national anthem after Athletic Director Craig Dietrich finishes with the announcements.
Cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those that are able to please stand, face the flag, remove your hat, place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem by Athens Fighting Blue Jay Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Curtis Hansen. Thank you.
Welcome back to Athens High School. Great job by our pep band from Athens tonight as we bring you this Merriwood crossover game. First for the road, Assumption Royals road blue uniforms, white numerals and white outlines on their blue lettering. 5'6", sophomore number 2, Sarah Shaw. A 5'8", sophomore number 4, Eddie Vollert. 5'6", junior number 5, Kendall Dillman. A 5'10", senior number 12 is Malia Colo. And a 5'7", seniors number 24, Kristen Casey. Head coached by Ryan Klein, assisted by Paul Jaglinski and Charlie Nelson. And now the starting lineups for the Athens Blue Jays. Starting at guard, number 0, junior Addison Levitka, 15 points per game. A senior, number 4, Selena Ellenbecker, 8.5 points per game. Giselle Hartwig, a junior, number 5, 15 points per game. Sophia Coker, a junior, number 11, averages 16 points a game. And Sydney Coker, a junior, number 12, averages 4 points per game. For head coach Kincaid Keefe and Daniela Dietrich and Brianna Hansky for the Athens Blue Jays. Again, Athens coming in at 18-2 overall, 10-1 in the Merriwood. Their one lone loss in the Merriwood came to Phillips, and that was back on December 16th. They are at Phillips on Tuesday before they head to Auburndale and Pittsville to round out their season this year. Again, sit back, relax, everyone. Please enjoy this one. Should be a fun one. Let us know where you're watching from. Here tonight, Steve Maves alongside Trevor Zaleski, Jason Zaleski, Gavin Zellick, Sydney Seavey, and Dan Ross all on the broadcast here tonight. Watching Athens will be going from right to left, Assumption left to right. And we will be underway here in just a moment. And the opening tip won by the Blue Jays. And Malia Colo is down already. That is not a good sign for the Assumption Royals. Opening tip. We'll be back after this. Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
4 seconds into this one, and Malia Colo hurt on the jump ball. And Anna Schooley quickly into the starting lineup. Morgan Reichel is going to have to probably play a bigger role for Assumption tonight. The drive is up, and it is good. 2 early points for Giselle Hartwig. Addie Vollert into the front court. 1-3-1 for this Athens Blue Jays defense. Very long, lanky defense. Again, going to keep an eye out on Malia Colo. It's going to be out of bounds, staying with Assumption with 17-18 to go in this first half. Inbounding, Vollert. Getting her ankle looked at. Shaw goes baseline, back out to Kristen Casey. She's going to get called for the travel. And an early turnover by Assumption, 52 seconds into this one here tonight. Two 2-0 Athens, just underway. Man-to-man defense, it looks like, for Assumption. Levitka, left side for Ellen Becker, goes baseline. Hands it off to Addison Levitka. Looking down low, Coker, and too strong. Offense rebound by... Now it's off the mark, and it's going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul on Athens. Number 11. It's going to be on Sophia Coker. Athens has more offensive rebounds this year than defensive rebounds. 390, or just about 394 offensive rebounds, 397 defense rebounds. Almost had an over and back there. Kendall Dillman at half court. She picks up her dribble. Shaw all the way into the free throw line. Hands off to Kendall Dillman. Back out to Kristen Casey on the left side. Back out to Kendall. Kicks it out to Vollert. Addie all the way. Got it knocked away. Quickly up ahead for the Blue Jays. Giselle Hartwig finishes. 4-0 Giselle Hartwig. Left side for Kristen Casey. Dribble drive out to Kendall Dillman. Dilly for 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Coker. That's Sydney Coker. Quickly into the front court for Addison Levitka. And if you're just joining us, Malia Colo hurt 4 seconds into the game on the jump ball. Putting very little pressure on that right leg. Royals back in action on Saturday against Wild Rose. Coker to the baseline is good. Sophia Coker with 2, and it's 6-0 quickly as Jordan Jaglinski will check in for the Royals. Really taken away there. All the way down low, and Schooley didn't quite cut all the way. Kristen Casey on the left side, steps through, off the mark. Rebounded by Coker. Athens won't be out-rebounded, that's for sure. And Kristen Casey almost took that one away. Levitka right near half court. That's going to be an over and back and a turnover on Athens. Jordan Jaglinski into the game. Head into Fleet Farm and get big savings on Milwaukee tools. Get out there or check out their selections of tool kits or tool storage options and save up to $200. Get everything you need. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Leah's dad out to look at it and just make sure she's all right. 15-10 to go in the first half. 6-0 Athens. Jaglinski in the corner. Goes right to the mid-court stripe. Kristen Casey just left of the circle. One-handed pass over to Vollert. Again, very tough to get through this 1-3-1 defense. Kristen Casey, football pass over to Anna Schooley. Pull-up jumper on the baseline is no good. Rebounded by Levitka. Selena Ellenbecker almost into the front court. Kendall Dillman getting ready to check in. Levitka against Kristen Casey. Left side for Hartwig. Back over to Levitka. Goes baseline. Bodied up, knocked away by Kristen Casey and staying with Athens with 14:30 to go. 6-0 Athens on top. Addison Levitka to inbound. Still looking. One thing Athens does not have is the extremely deep bench. Ellen Becker on the left wing. She traveled with it and turns it over. Unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Wisconsin Rapids area at Key Savings Bank. No matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch to put you at ease. Dream big with small rates at Key Savings Bank. 14:20 to go, first half, 6-0 6-0 Blue Jays. My apologies. Tipped out of bounds by Coker. Bad pass by Dillman. Royals will retain the basketball, down 6. The Athens Blue Jays, Assumption Royal boys will play here tomorrow night. Athens clinched at least a share of the conference title on Tuesday. Front rim, no good. Vollert over to Schooley. Pull-up jumper is good for Anna Schooley. First points for the Royals. 14 minutes to go. Skips it across, intercepted by Sarah Shaw. Sarah right at Levitka, got hammered on the layup. Shaw with an offense rebound, can't finish. Tipped around, rebounded by Shaw. Went right back at Hartwig. The first one looked like a foul on Shaw's layup, nothing called. Up ahead, bad, terrible pass. And up ahead to Kendall Dillman against Selena Ellenbecker. Left hand, can't finish. Offense rebound by Jordan Jaglinski, and rebound taken by the Blue Jays. And timeout's going to be taken by Athens. 13:28 to go in this first half. 6-2 Athens. Back after this, Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Couple of empty possessions by Athens. Assumption unable to take advantage of it. And the Royals in a 1-3-1 here with 13:20 to go in the first half. Hardwig with it on the left wing, looking down to Coker. Has Coker against Kristen Casey. Kicks it out. Levitka for three is good. Addison Levitka for three. And it's 9-2. 9-2 Athens. Finds Dillman. Back out to Jaglinski. Jordan skips it across to Kristen Casey. On the baseline for Schooley, left it short. And tipped around, rebounded by Kristen Casey. And ripped away by Giselle Hartwig. 12:45 to go in this first half, and she carried it. Turnover on Selena Ellenbecker. $12:48 to go, first half, 9-2 Athens. Royals back in action, as mentioned, on Saturday at the Herd Arena in Oshkosh against Wild Rose. Now it's off a foot, turned over by Sarah Shaw. Tipped there by Dillman. It's going to be out of bounds, staying with Athens with 12:32 to go. Giselle Hartwig to inbound. In the backcourt for Addison Levitka. Left side for Hartwig. Back over to Levitka and turned it over. And it'll be Assumption basketball, another turnover on the Blue Jays. Averaging about 16 turnovers a game, 20 steals a game, and nearly 40 rebounds a game for the Blue Jays. Inbounding. Royals have got to move. Sleep at the wheel early here for Assumption. Skips it across to Jordan Jaglinski. Nearly double dribbled it. Kristen Casey over to Kendall Dillman. Sarah Shaw in the corner. Back over to Kendall Dillman. Shaw goes baseline. Good runner there by Sarah Shaw for 2. Hartwig up to Coker. Swings it around to Ellenbecker. To Levitka. Goes baseline. Pull-up jumper is left is short. Rebound taken by Kendall Dillman. Looking to run. Finds Anna Schooley. Hands it off to Sarah Shaw, and she finishes. This is that Daytona 500 race that Assumption wants to be in. 9-6, 11:30 to go first half. Skips it up to Coker. Back over to Levitka. Coker's open underneath the basket, can't find her, and nearly threw it over her head. Pull-up jumper for Addison Levitka, air ball, tipped around, and Coker's there to scoop it up. Sydney Coker on the weak side rebound, able to put it in. Again, closing in on 400 offensive rebounds this year for Athens. Finds Kristen Casey. In the corner to Kendall Dillman. Schooley, back out to Kristen Casey. In the lane, good strong take for Kristen. Right hand up and in. 11-8, 10:45 to go in the first half. Selena Ellenbecker picked up her dribble. Up ahead, skips it all the way across to Coker, up and one. Sophia Coker got fouled and laid it in. Addie Vollert getting ready to check in with 10:37 to go in this first half. Addie Vollert will check in for Sarah Shaw, and a couple more substitutions will be Danica Diethelm and Bailey Hankey for the Blue Jays. Sophia Coker shooting 58%. And knocks in the free throw. 14-8 in favor of Athens. Vollert got bodied up, and they almost let it continue to play. And a jump ball going to be awarded to the Assumption Royals with 10.5 minutes to go. First half, 14-8. And Malia Colo on a hobbled leg. They did not get the sub in time. Coach Klein was asking for it. There's Jaglinski, three-pointer, just off the mark, rebounded by Coker. Malia Colo going to give it a try. Diethelm with it in the backcourt. Levitka over to Hartwig. Into Levitka. Pass it down low. Addie Vollert lost her girl and put it in for 2 as Sophia Coker is up to 7, and it's 16-8. Schooley in the corner, goes baseline. Kicks it to Vollert. Vollert left-handed layup off the mark. Rebounded by Kristen Casey. Got it poked out of bounds. Staying with Assumption, and Malia Colo will check in for Anna Schooley. Good to see Malia out there, see how much she can give on a hobbled right leg. $9:50 to go. Dillman in the corner. Skips it and intercepted by Diethelm nearly. Vollert had it and got bodied up. Vollert comes away with it. Out to Dillman in the corner. Dillman picks up. Lost it. Right hand. Can't finish. Rebounded by Diethelm. Levitka in the backcourt for Danica. Giselle Hartwig in the corner. Finds Diethelm. Out to Levitka. Addison for 3. It is off the mark. Rebounded by Colo. Up ahead to Dillman. Dillman all the way. Jaglinski pull-up jumper on the baseline. Too strong. Rebounded by Hankey. 9 minutes to go first half. Halfway through this first half. 16-8. Athens. Diethelm to Levitka, just across the timeline, back over to Diethelm. Skips it across to Hartwig, down low to Hankey, cutting his Levitka off the mark, rebounded by Vollert. So it'll be Assumption basketball, 8:44 to go, and inverted whistle. And just confusion. Confusion on the out of bounds, as they say it is the blue line. It's the blue line that is the out of bounds. Again, a little bit confusing here. That it's not the white. Levitka in the corner, out to Hartwig. Diethelm, top of the key, back over to Levitka. Nearly taken away. It is taken away by Shaw. Right hand for Sarah is off the mark, a missed layup. Not going to win on missed layups. That's a Achilles heel for the Royals this year. Has been missed open shots. Diethelm throws it away, and it's going to be Assumption basketball with 8:17 to go. (16-8) in favor of Athens. Right side for Shaw, goes baseline, kicks it out, tipped out of bounds, staying with Assumption. Coach's Corner Bar and Grill at the Ridges Golf Course is open Thursday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to close, with $12 pizzas on Thursday, fish fry Friday, and Saturday is $4 burgers and 75-cent wings. Dinner is served at Coach's Corner Bar and Grill at the Ridges in Wisconsin Rapids Thursday through Saturday. Dillman in the corner for three. Off the mark, left it short, rebounded by Coker. Levitka up ahead to Diethelm, intercepted by Schooley. Shaw out to Dillman is good. 7:45 to go, 16-10. And nearly traveled to his Hartwig, and they're going to call the travel on her. Yep. The 7:42 to go. Coker and Ellenbecker, I believe, getting ready to check in. Jordan Jaglinski as well for the Royals with 7:42 to go in this first half. And appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. For all the fine folks in Wisconsin Rapids unable to make the trip. Shaw at the top of the key, over to Vollert. Back over to Shaw, just left of the circle. Pretty good look here on the stage at Athens. Appreciate Coach or Athletic Director Craig Dietrich getting a spot up here. And blocked there by Coker. On the drive by Shaw. Thank you to Trevor Zaleski and Jason Zaleski as well, getting here at 4 o'clock, setting everything up. Through the legs of Coker. Colo up to Shaw. Shaw out to Schooley, baseline jumper for Anna is off the mark, rebounded by Ellenbecker. 7 minutes to go, first half. 16-10, Athens. And there's another over and back on Athens, another turnover. Take a look at that block by Sophia Coker. Again, the length of this Athens team has given teams trouble all year long. Vollert's right at midcourt. Cutting is Jaglinski, and it's going to be tipped, staying with the Royals with 6:41 to go. As Giselle Hartwig will enter. Kristen Casey will enter as well. Thank you to our game day sponsors. Rapid Sheet Metal. Sparhawk Trucking and Scott Krug Realty. Vollert took one dribble, picked it up, over to Schooley. Pull-up jumper for Anna is good. Schooley's up to 4, and it's 16-12 with 6:25 to go. Tipped there, and Kristen Casey didn't know who was behind her, but the Blue Jays threw it to nobody. 6:20 to go. Addison Levitka will enter for Danica Dethel. Malia Colo again working out that ankle on the sidelines. Left side for Ellen Becker, took one dribble and picked it up. Giselle Harwig off the mark. Offense rebound by Coker. And the foul is going to be on the floor on Anna Schooley with 6:10 to go in this first half. Kendall Dillman to inbound, or excuse me, to substitute in, I should say. Only one foul on each side so far, or two now for Assumption. Looking for somebody, and finds Ellen Becker. Levitka with it. Skips it all the way across to Ellen Becker. Skips it back over to Levitka, down low to Hartwig, up and in. Giselle's up to 6, 18-12 in favor of Athens. Jaglinski in the corner, finds Shaw. Back over to Dillman on the left wing. 5:40 to go. Shaw over to Jaglinski in the corner. Got tipped. Finds Schooley on the baseline. Finds a cutting Shaw. Back out to Dillman. Dillman on the drive. Kristen Casey had Giselle Hartwig flying at her, and she's going to go to the line for a couple of free throws. Good strong take there by Kristen Casey. Foul is going to go on Sophia Coker. Can appreciate everyone tuning in tonight on Zaleski Sports. Let us know where you're watching from. Freddie and Kayla checking in. Kristen Casey is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Keeping it close, 4-point game with 5:20 to go. Ellen Becker with it. Giselle Hartwig hands it off to Addison Levitka. Oh, she double dribbled with it. Yep, turnover on Addison Levitka. Had a thought about it. And officials just making sure that they're inbounding in the right spot. Everybody is hunky-dory on the benches with 5:11 to go in this first half. It was 9-2 Athens. Assumption keeping it close. Sarah Shaw with it. Finds Malia Colo. Kristen Casey, three-pointer just right of the circle off the mark. Again, you can see no explosion for Malia Colo on these rebounds. Sarah Shaw to Jordan Jaglinski for three is airballed and rebounded by Kendall Dillman. Kendall gets right past, hands it off to Sarah Shaw. Right hand, good ball fake, and Sarah misses another layup with 4:45 to go in the first half. Again, missed layups would have a lead for Assumption. Jordan Jaglinski nearly comes away with it. Ball is still loose, and Coach Keefe is going to take a full timeout. We'll do the same. 4:35 to go first half, 18-14 in favor of Athens. Back after this, Zaleski Sports.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Welcome back to Athens High School. Coach Keefe taking her second timeout, almost had a 10-second call. Again, it was a sore spot early on in the season for Assumption with the missed layups, and right now it may have cost them a lead right now. A handful by Sarah Shaw tonight, which again has been a sore in her side this year, has been those missed layups. But Athens, to their credit, has taken advantage of it, gotten offense rebounds, got putbacks, and had an and one as well, but they have their fair share of turnovers as well tonight. Selena Ellenbecker with it, and Addison Levitka double dribbled with it. No call. And the Assumption sidelines asking for the same thing. Sarah Shaw will chase it down against Addison Levitka and make the layup. Sarah's up to 6. And it's a 2-point game with 4:10 to go. Nearly taken away. Coker had no plan when she went to pass on a jump pass. Sarah Shaw to the basket all the way. Right hand blocked by Hartwig, tipped around and taken by the Blue Jays. Rebound, or Levitka with it. Up ahead to Giselle Hartwig. And taken away by Sarah Shaw. And we are not tied. 3:40 to go, first half, 18-16. In favor of Athens. Coker on the block, poked away, loose, and taken away by Dillman. Kendall Dillman up ahead to Sarah Shaw. Let's see if she can take it on the left side, and she does, and we're tied. 3:15 to go, first half, tied at 18. Hartwig with it, finds Coker. Coker turns, finds a cutting Levitka, and she finishes. Good cut there by Addison Levitka. She's up to 5 with 3 minutes to go. 2-point Athens lead. Kirsten Casey over to Kendall Dillman. One-handed pass over to Shaw. Sarah goes baseline, kicks it out to Kristen Casey. Dillman to Colo to Casey. And through the legs of Ellenbecker. Right side for Dillman. Kristen Casey, three-pointer left side is good. And Kristen Casey is having a nice first half. She's up to 7. Coker to Levitka. 2:25 to go, first half. Finds Ellenbecker, threw it to nobody. Levitka was there though. Left side, Coker on the baseline, finds another cutting Levitka, throws it up there wildly, rebounded by Dillman. Good strong pivot there by Kendall Dillman. Up ahead, bad pass. Oh, what a pass, what a touch pass by Malia Colo, and George Jaglinski puts it in. What a job there by Malia Colo. And the Royals lead by 3. All the way is Coker, and she finishes. Sophia Coker for 2 more. Up ahead to Jordan Jaglinski, steps into a 3 for Jordan, is a bit short. Rebounded by Colo on the baseline. Back out to Kristen Casey for 3, right side. 2 left it short, rebounded by Jaglinski. Dillman takes it all the way, lost it on the drive. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Kendall Dillman, I believe. She comes up hobbling. Schooley in, Vollert in, Colo and Dillman out. Diethelm back into the game. Only 5 fouls in this first half with 95 seconds remaining. 1 point, Assumption lead. Diethelm up ahead to Levitka, to Hartwig, down low to Coker. Ball's on the floor. Good hustle there by Vollert. It's going to stay with the Blue Jays with 1:25 to go in the first half. Levitka to inbound. To Hartwig, up and finishes. Good strong finish there by Giselle Hartwig, who's got 8 points. Vollert over to Shaw in the corner. Sarah back out to Kristen Casey. Kristen bodies up. Jaglinski for 3 is good, but they call an offensive foul. Kristen Casey picks up her second with 68 seconds to go. And Kendall Dillman will come in for Kristen Casey. 1 point Athens leads, 1:08 remaining. Diethelm with it. Hartwig to Levitka, back over to Diethelm. Up ahead, tipped there, down low to Coker, and Schooley didn't touch her, but gets called for the foul, and Coker will head back to the line for a couple of free throws. Running can be hard on your body, whether you're training for marathons, competitive runs, or just for daily exercise. Turn to Roberts Physical Therapy to get moving, keep moving, and enjoy life on the run. Roberts Physical Therapy with locations in Amherst, Plainfield, and Wisconsin Rapids. Coker's second free throw is perfect. Back to a 3-point Athens lead with under a minute to go in the first half. Shaw gets bodied. Colo kicks it out to Jay Glinski and threw it away. 49 seconds remaining. Inbounds it to Hartwig. Coker. Corner for Giselle Hartwig. Back out to Levitka. Top of the key for Diethelm. Left side for Sydney Coker. And in two, can't finish. Tipped around. Sophia Coker with an offensive rebound. Finds Levitka. Down low to Sydney Coker. And a foul is going to go, and Sydney Coker will head to the line. Winters in Wisconsin can be a challenge. Well, can be a challenge. Rapid Shimel Heating and Cooling in Wisconsin Rapids has more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Rapid Shimel Heating and Cooling today. .7 seconds to go. And airball to free throw. Four-point Athens lead. Into the front court for Addie Vollert. .19 seconds to go on the travel call. Casey Schultz will check in for Sarah Shaw with 19 seconds to go. Nearly taken away. Giselle Hartwig with it. Back out to Addison Levitka. 10 seconds to go. Into Diethelm. Lost it. Ball's on the floor. It's loose. Still loose. Tipped away. Casey Schultz comes away with it for the Royals. Right hand. And she gets fouled. Good hustle there by Casey Schultz. And she'll head to the line for a couple of free throws. With 1.2 seconds to go. The Assumption bench says no fouls, please, because the next one would put Athens at the line. Casey Schultz free throw well short. Second one for Casey is up and is left short, and that will end our first half. Athens 27, Assumption 23 in this Marywood crossover clash. We'll take a break. In 2 minutes, we'll be back with our first half scoring right here on Zaleski Sports.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
If you think it's cold outside now, just wait. Nasty weather is on the way, but you don't have to freeze. Get your vehicle into MobileLink for a remote car starter. When it comes to remote starters, there is only one leader in central Wisconsin with over 5,000 units installed. Blake at MobileLink. You work hard, and it's time to treat yourself to something you will use all the time. Schedule that remote starter and start beating Old Man Winter.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties, and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Welcome to Key Savings Bank. Why so serious?
It's my game face. Happens every football season. I know with your great lineup of financial services, you can give me the competitive advantage, right?
Right.
Up the middle with straight ahead checking.
Over the top with a low interest mortgage loan.
Sweep to the left with a high yield CD.
Then drive home with an auto loan flea flicker.
Wow, what a game plan.
And a championship staff to go with it.
No, look out for this. Water cooler.
Key Savings Bank, where you'll feel right at home.
I'll get the mop.
Welcome back to Athens High School. One half of action in the books. Go through their first half scoring. Addison Levitka for Athens has 5. Giselle Hartwig has 8. Sophia Coker with 11. And Sydney Coker has 3. The Blue Jays were 4 of 5 from the free throw line. For the Assumption Royals, Sarah Shaw finished with 8. George Jaglinski with 2. Kendall Dillman with 2. Kristen Casey with 7. And Anna Schooley finished with 4. In that first half. Again, 27-23 at halftime. The Royals were 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Give you some other scores from around the Zaleski Sports Network here tonight. Got Denmark at Wapaka girls. Again, the key in that first half for the Royals, we talked about it during the broadcast. Got to make layups. It's Sarah Shaw could have 20 points realistically. Maybe not that many, but a lot of missed layups in that first half for the Assumption Royals. They did fall behind 9-2, came back at a lead 23-20, and a 7-0 run to end that first half for the 7-0 run at the end of that first half for the Athens Blue Jays has put us at 27-23. Menominee Indian leads Amherst by 5 in the first half. That's girls basketball. See Columbus Catholic and Greenwood. Columbus Catholic leading 18-4 in that first half. No score from Rhinelander Mosinee. Spashes up 4-0 on DC Everest in hockey. We did have a score from Pacelli and Menominee Indian as well for boys basketball. Looks like Pacelli is up 41-31 with 90 seconds to go in the first half. So a high-scoring game in Stevens Point. Jeanette checking in from Elk Grove, California. Thank you for tuning in, everyone, here this evening on Zaleski Sports. Again, upcoming for Athens, they are at Phillips on Tuesday, at Auburndale on Friday the 10th. And then Tuesday, the 14th, are at Pittsville before rounding out their season. They might have one more game. They are scheduled to take on Chequamegon, but the Screaming Eagles no longer field a varsity girls basketball team. For Assumption, Saturday, as mentioned, at the Oshkosh Arena, the Herd Arena. On Saturday at 12:45, they'll take on Wild Rose. Tuesday, they're at Auburndale. That's the 7th. The Thursday, the 9th, they host Abbotsford. Monday, the 13th, they host Stratford. Tuesday, the 14th, they are at Pacelli. And Thursday, the 16th, they are home against Marathon. That is the final regular season game of the year. About 4.5 minutes before we start our second half here in Athens. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout. Come back here on Zaleski Sports.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
2.5 minutes before we start our second half, halftime stats brought to you by Kerry Van Aert. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Kerry Van Aert, State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, and more. For both Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield, find Kerry Van Aert State Farm on Facebook to get started today. Upcoming on Zaleski Sports tomorrow, tonight I should say. Spash at DC Harvest Hockey, Greenwood at Columbus Catholic girls basketball, Denmark is at Wapaka girls basketball, Rhinelander is at Mosinee boys basketball, Menominee Indian is at Amherst girls basketball, and Menominee Indian is at Pacelli for boys basketball. Tomorrow, Pacelli is at Marathon girls basketball. Loyal is at Columbus Catholic, that's boys basketball. Spash is at DC Everett's boys basketball. Wausau East is at Marshfield boys basketball. And Wausau West is at Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln for boys basketball. Wisconsin Rapids Assumption, as mentioned, will take on Wild Rose on Saturday at 12:45. That's girls basketball from the Oshkosh Herd Arena in Oshkosh, as well as Kaukauna will make the trip west to take on the Marshfield Tigers. Our score here at halftime, 27-23 in favor of the Athens Blue Jays. Again, scores from this year for Athens. I don't have all the teams that they played, but 54-70 or 54-27, 70-26, 76-33, 75-24, 59-15, 71-17, 58-36, 77-58. Their loss to Phillips was 75-66. Then they came back and beat Northland Lutheran 93-34, 73-49, 71-31, 58-53. That was the Edgar game. 81-27, 60-42 back-to-back games, 51-34, 58-35. They lost to Somerset on Saturday, 61-49, and then beat Stanley Boyd 69-40 on Monday. So it should be a good one here to finish things off. 18 minutes to go to determine this one. I know I'm sure the Auburndale Eagles are keeping a close eye on this. If Athens wins and Auburndale beats Assumption on Tuesday, and then Athens beats Auburndale, and then Auburndale beats Athens on Friday, it's going to be a close one to round things off here to finish up the regular season. Second half underway here in Athens. Assumption working right to left on your screen. Athens from left to right. Defense picking up a little bit here, and it's going to be a foul. That's going to be out of bounds call on Kendall Dillman. 16 seconds off of the clock here in the second half. Just past 8 o'clock here in North Central Wisconsin. Seamaves alongside Trevor Zaleski, Jason Zaleski. And body foul there on Malia Colo. Gavin Zellick, Steve Maves, Trevor Zaleski, Jason Zaleski, Sydney Sevia, and Dan Ross all on the broadcast here tonight. Inbounding baseline left is Addison Levitka. Coker over to Hartwig, back out to Levitka. Stepped into a three, is left short, rebounded by Colo. And then out of her hands and in for two for Addison Levitka. Looked like a foul on the rebound. Kristen Casey over to Sarah Shaw in the corner for Vollert. Steps through, Colo on the baseline and threw it away. Levitka in the backcourt, bringing it across the timeline. Threw it up ahead to Hartwig. Goes baseline. Giselle for two. She's got 10. And the lead is 8. Kristen Casey out to Addie Vollert. Dillman to Casey. Back out to Dillman. Sarah Shaw out to Leah Colo. Bad pass by Sarah Shaw. Another turnover by the Royals here to start the second half. Up ahead to Giselle Hartwig. Picked up her dribble, intercepted by Kendall Dillman. Up ahead to Sarah Shaw. Sarah, right-handed layup is good. Sarah's up to 10. Selena Ellenbecker in the backcourt. Up ahead to Coker. That's Sydney Coker. Hands it off to Addison Levitka. Goes baseline. Skips it all the way across to Selena Ellenbecker for three. Is no good. And it's going to be a foul on Sydney Coker on the rebound. Good job there by Malia Colo and Sarah Shaw. 16-17 to go in the second half. 31-25. Schooley and Jaglinski back into the game for the Royals. For the Bexton recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals, and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality. Call him at 715-213-4468, 715-213-4468. Jaglinski blocked by Coker. Too slow on the release. Up ahead to Coker. And nearly taken away by Schooley. Hartwig with it. Into Levitka. Levitka turns. Too strong. Offense rebound by Addison. And it's loose. She's going to be out of bounds, staying with Athens with 15:43 to go in the ballgame. Malia Colo on a hobbled wheel is going to check in for Kristen Casey. Looking to inbound. Tipped away and taken away by Sarah Shaw. She chases it down. Goes baseline, gets body, no call. Got hammered on the arm. And no foul called. And another turnover. 15:36 to go. Levitka up ahead to Hartwig. Back out to Levitka. 15.5 to go. Sydney Coker. And that one's going to be on the floor. And she got tackled there. There's a foul on Giselle Hartwig with 15:22 to go in this ball game. With so much of our lives riding on the internet these days, choosing a provider you can rely on has become more important than ever. As a local company, Solaris sees their customers as neighbors and not just numbers. You can trust their fiber delivers the fastest, most reliable, and most advanced internet experience in town. Visit Solaris.net. I can vouch for that. Have Solaris at the house in Wisconsin Rapids. Schooley goes baseline. And another turnover on the drive. Dillman and Kristen Casey check back in with 15:09 to go. 31-25, Athens on top. Selena Ellenbecker. Addison Levitka, Giselle Hartwig, back up to Ellenbecker. Up ahead to Hartwig on the left wing. Left side for Addison Levitka. Left side for Ellenbecker. Back over to Hartwig. Skips it out to Ellenbecker. Hartwig, top of the key. Into Coker at the free throw line. Left side for Ellenbecker for three is good. 34-25, 14 and a half minutes to go. Kristen Casey over to Jordan Jaglinski. Malia Colo on the baseline, finds a cutting Kristen Casey, goes to the right side and finishes. Kristen's up to 9. Zell Hartwig with it. To Addison Levitka. Levitka down to Coker. Coker just throws it up there somehow. Sydney Coker got it to go. She's got 5, back to a 9-point game. Kristen Casey with it. Over to Kendall Dillman on the right wing. 13:50 to go. Kristen Casey. Get bodied at half court. And turns it over. 13:42 to go. 9-point Athens lead. Addison Levitka having to tuck in her uniform. That's the delay right now. Levitka across the timeline with 13:35 to go. Ellenbecker on the right wing down to Sophia Coker. Cutting is Levitka and can't finish. Offense rebound by Hartwig. She left it short. Another offense rebound is good. 11-point game with 13:20 to go. Kendall Dillman down low to Anna Schooley. Schooley out to Kristen Casey. Pull-up jumper for Kristen is off the mark. Rebounded by Anna Schooley. Ball's on the floor. Hands it off. Kicks it over to Jaglinski. Jordan goes baseline. The runner for Jordan is left short. Rebounded by Coker. 13 minutes to go. This one has a chance to get out of hand here. 11-point game. Out to Ellenbecker. Selena for three, and it is good. Selena Ellenbecker for three, and it's a 14-point Athens lead. And Coach Klein will take a timeout. We'll do the same. 41-27 Athens. Back to Athens High School after this. Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Welcome back to Athens High School. Athens leading 41-27. A couple of Selena Ellenbecker three-pointers in the second half as stretched this lead out with 12:43 to go in the second. Yeah, it was 1 year ago that Athens traveled to Assumption, to Wisconsin Rapids. It was the first Thursday of February, and then another turnover out of the timeout. It's like man-to-man defense now for Assumption with 12 and a half minutes to go. Ellenbecker picked up her dribble against Vollert. Going to be taken away by Sarah Shaw. Sarah spins up ahead to Vollert, left hand, and good. Addie Vollert's her first points. Up ahead to Sydney Coker, and she lays it in. Or Sophia Coker, pardon me. She's got 13. 12 minutes to go. That's going to be tipped out of bounds, staying with the Royals with 12:02 to go. Kendall Dillman to inbound. Addie Vollert. Vollert to Dillman. Right on the Blue Jay at center court. Jaglinski in the corner. Into Shaw. Shaw to Vollert. And a foul is going to be there on Giselle Hartwig with 11:47 to go. Gonna be Giselle's second foul, team third of the half. Vollert to Dillman. Trying to find Jaglinski in the corner. Pull-up jumper for Eddie. Vollert is good. Eddie's got back-to-back buckets. Hartwig against Vollert, and she turns, can't finish. Rebounded by Addie. There's a foul in the backcourt. That's going to be Giselle's third foul. Fourth foul of the half with 11:28 to go. 43-31. Addie Vollert to Kendall Dillman. Dillman back over to Vollert to Jaglinski in the corner to Sarah Shaw. Shaw finds a cutting Vollert, right hand up and in. Addie's got 6 in a row. And it's back to a 10-point game. And that was going to be off of Selena Ellenbecker and back to Assumption. Good defense there by Kristen Casey. Billy Hankey checks in for Sydney Coker. Wisconsin River Orthopedics encourages you to stop living with pain. Come see them and let's get you back to living your life to the fullest. For joint pain, rehabilitation, urgent care, and more, come to Wisconsin River Orthopedics in Wisconsin Rapids. An empty possession by Assumption, and then they turn it over, and then Athens turns it over with 10:56 to go. 10-point game. The Royals have scored 4 in a row. Jordan Jaglinski with it. Kendall Dillman on the left side. Back over to Vollert. Giselle's got to be careful. She's got 3 fouls. Jaglinski in the corner, just too high for Jordan with 10:43 to go in the ball game. Ellenbecker up ahead to Hartwig. Hartwig gets double teamed, skips it across to Levitka. Addison strong take and finishes. Addison up to 9. And there's going to be a foul on Selena Ellenbecker. That's going to be team foul number 5 with 10:27 to go in the second half. Rustic Redefine provides a boutique shopping experience with unique and affordable clothing and accessories to fit your individual style. Shop Rustic Redefine on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. And an over and back call on Jordan Jaglinski on the inbound. And now they're having a conversation about the call. Again, it looked like she had her right foot in the back court and her front foot in the front court. And taking a slow-mo look at it. Yeah, that was the right call. Coker in the corner. Down low to Hartwig. Turns and can't finish. Offense rebound, though, by Bailey Hankey, and she's going to line for a couple of free throws. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. First free throw for Hankey was good. Back to a 13-point game. And 2 for 2 for Bailey Hankey, the sophomore. Addie Vollert into the front court. Sarah Shaw back over to Jordan Jaglinski in the corner. Jordan airballed it. Selena Ellenbecker and Sarah Shaw tackled it. Addison Levitka, and just got to make sure right now that Sarah Shaw's okay as she hit her shoulder on the contact. May have popped it out. May have popped that right shoulder out. Yeah, well, hard contact against Addison Levitka. Selena Ellenbecker with it. Man-to-man defense for Assumption. Up ahead to Giselle Hartwig. Again, Athens has Phillips next Tuesday in Phillips. Lagerland up north. Levitka. Pull-up jumper is in and out. Tipped out of bounds to Assumption with 9:42 to go. That's a little bit more pain. Assumption is casualty one after another for Assumption. 2 starters down right now for Assumption. Shaw with the shoulder. Colo with an ankle. Dillman top of the key over to Vollert. Kicks it back out to Schooley. Anna goes baseline, steps through. Jordan Jaglinski for 3. Set her feet off the mark. And Giselle Hartwig knocks over Addison Levitka, but picks up her own with the rebound. Ellenbecker picks up her dribble. And turns it over. Kristen Casey down to Jordan Jaglinski, and she got fouled, and Jordan's going to head to the line for a couple of free throws. Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. That's Mobile Link on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Jordan's first one is good. It is getting physical. There's no doubt about that. Danica Diethelm into the game. Don't need me to tell you that. And it is a very, very physical game here tonight. Giselle Hartwig in the backcourt. Nearly turns it over. Danica Diethelm. Back over to Giselle Hartwig. Into the front court. Hartwig picks up her dribble. Finds Levitka. Back over to Hartwig on the left wing. Top of the key for Coker. Swings around to Hankey. Down low to Coker. Turns and can't finish. Tipped around. Ball is still loose. Rebounded by Dillman. Kendall Dillman up ahead to Kristen Casey. Good pass. Fading away, though, off the mark. And a Schooley offensive rebound. Can't finish. Strong take for Kendall Dillman and a blocking foul. And Kendall will head to the line for a couple of free throws. With 8:26 to go, Royals trail by 12. Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for residential and commercial computer repair, custom-built desktops, off-site backup, and mobile repair. Look to Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids. Kendall's first free throw is no good. 8:26 to go in the ball game. 47-35 Athens. 27-23 at halftime. Dillman 1 for 2 from the line. Vitka against Jaglinski. Diethelm with it. Left side for Hartwig, I should say. My apologies. Top of the key for Levitka. Addison, strong take on the left side. Can't finish. Offense rebound and fading away off the mark. Offense rebound by Coker. And on the shot, Sophia got bumped out of the way. 8 minutes to go, 47-36 Athens. And shoulder injuries, ankle injuries for Assumption here tonight. Coker's up to 14 tonight. Career high was 30 earlier this year. And 1 for 2 from the line. In and out. Vollert into the front court. Over to Casey. Casey over to Vollert. And lost it on the dribble. Taken away by Levitka. Down low, tipped off the backboard. And the ball is still loose. And it's going to be Athens basketball with 7:43 to go in the ball game. And Coach Keefe is going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll do the same. It's a 12-point Athens lead. Back to Athens after this. Zaleski Sports.
As an athlete, there's one constant that remains the most important aspect of your game: injury prevention. Roberts Physical Therapy now offers the Pioneers Running Lab your one-stop running center focusing on working with runners to prevent injuries and enhance your performance. From running exclusive sports like cross-country and track and field to running inclusive sports like football, basketball, baseball, and soccer, let Roberts Physical Therapy's Pineries Running Lab meet you at the track, your home, or the field and help you prevent injury and keep on running. Call Roberts Physical Therapy with locations in Amherst, Plainfield, and Wisconsin Rapids.
Welcome back to Athens High School. 7:43 to go in this one. It's a 12-point Athens lead with the basketball underneath their basket. Inbounding is Levitka into Hartwig, and she can't finish. Right over the top. Got hammered. Another offensive rebound by Levitka for 2. Vollert in the corner for Dillman. Kendall goes baseline. Handed off to Schooley, out to Vollert. Vollert over to Kristen Casey. Skips it across to Kendall Dillman in the corner. Kendall for 3 is left short. Offense rebound by Dillman, and she can't finish. Offense rebound by Schooley. Kristen Casey, right elbow is good. That execution on the press there by Assumption. Hankey with it. Over to Hartwig on the right side. Down low to Diethelm. Turn around off the mark. Rebounded by Kristen Casey. Going to be a foul on Hankey. And Kristen Casey is going to shoot free throws down on the other end here for Assumption. Team foul number 9 on Athens with 6:54 to go. Kristen was 2 for 2 in the first half. First one good for Kristen. 15 tonight for Kristen Casey. Excuse me, 12. Can't count. Tip there, rebounded by Kristen Casey. Give the rebound to Anna Schooley on that one. Kendall Dillman out to Kristen Casey. Thought about the 3, didn't pull the trigger. Tipped there. And still loose. And Addie Vollert is going to shoot some free throws now for the Royals. This is where Assumption's got to take advantage. Double bonus for Addie Vollert. Two free throws for Vollert. First one for Addie is good. Coming into tonight, Vollert at 48%. Just 12 of 25 coming in. Sophia Coker back into the game for the Blue Jays. And left it way short. Rebounded by the Blue Jays. Up ahead for Levitka to Hartwig. Into the front court with 6.5 to go. Down low to Sydney Coker. Hartwig goes baseline. 2 more for Giselle Hartwig. 14 tonight for Giselle. And Kristen Casey threw it to nobody. Good crossover there by Hartwig off the mark. Offense rebound though, and she's got 16. Not bad to Anna Schooley. And blocking foul is going to be called on Sophia Coker. And Anna Schooley is going to head to the line for a couple of free throws now for Assumption. 14-point game. 6 minutes to go. That's foul number 4 on Sophia Coker. First one for Anna is good. Sophia will check out, as well as Giselle Hartwig. Bailey Hankey and Selena Ellenbecker back into the game for the Jays. Schooley 2 for 2. Anna's up to 6 tonight. First points of the second half. Addison Levitka skips it across to Sydney Coker. Down low to Bailey Hankey and tipped out of bounds by Anna Schooley. 5:56 to go, 54-42, Athens on top. Looking for a statement win here tonight are the Jays. Ellen Becker nearly taken away was Hankey. Danica Diethelm with it, skips it across to Addison Levitka. She goes baseline. A nice move there on the baseline for Addison. The scores for Athens are scoring tonight. Out to Kendall Dillman, skips it across to Jaglinski. Jordan for three, too strong. Sydney Coker up ahead to Addison Levitka. Skips it to Danica Diethelm. Levitka just right of the circle. 5:15 to go in the ball game. Ellen Becker for three, too strong. Rebounded by Schooley. Down low to Kristen Casey. Out to Kendall Dillman. Dillman for three. Good. Kendall Dillman knocks down to three. Again, not a good sight for Assumption as Sarah Shaw in a sling down on the bench area. Levitka coast to coast and can't finish. Rebounded by Kristen Casey. Ripped out of there by Kristen. Comes away with it for the Royals. Kristen to Kendall in the corner. Dillman for three more. Airballed it. Rebounded by Ellen Becker. To Diethelm. Up ahead to Levitka. Poked there by Dillman. Taken away by Kristen Casey. Kristen steps through. Got tripped. With 4:20 to go, 11-point game. Sarah Shaw again in a sling. Leah Colo on the bench with an ankle injury. 56-45, Casey Schultz into the game for Assumption. Up ahead to Hartwig and somehow passed it up to Hankey. And it's going to be out of bounds to Assumption with 4:14 to go in this one. Sophia Coker back into the game with her 4 fouls. Jordan Jaglinski into the game for Kristen Casey. Dillman with it. Skips up to head to Casey Schultz. Casey right at the midcourt stripe. Casey Schultz threw it nearly to nobody. Kendall Dillman right at midcourt and got tripped up and taken away as Giselle Hartwig traveled with it. Poked away by Jordan Jaglinski. Ellen Becker right at midcourt. Sydney Coker with it. Left side for Danica Diethelm, and the Blue Jays reset things up by 11 with 3.5 minutes to go. Finds Diethelm at the free throw line. Back out to Ellen Becker. Back over to Diethelm, to Ellen Becker at the top of the key. Right side for Coker. For three, left it short. Tipped around, rebounded by Coker. Turns in the lane, can't finish. Tipped around by Schooley and out of bounds to the Jays with 3:17 to go as Addison Levitka checks back in for Athens. Kristen Casey into the game for Assumption for Casey Schultz. 3:17 to go. Levitka with it, down low to Coker. Ellen Becker. Back down to Coker on the baseline. And tipped there somehow into the hands of Sydney Coker. Left hand off the mark. Rebounded by Addie Vollert. And Vollert's going to get fouled in the backcourt. We'll see who that goes on. And Addie Vollert will head to the line for a couple of more free throws for Assumption. The foul is going to go on Giselle Hartwig, just her first. Team's 11th or 12th or something at this point with under 3 minutes to go. First one for Addie, rattled in there. Second one for Vollert is good, 2 for 2. Ellen Becker in the backcourt. Picked up her dribble, 84 feet from the basket, and there's a foul on Kendall Dillman with 2:51 to go in this one. Team foul number 5. Team foul number 5 on Assumption. Nine-point Athens lead. Levitka up ahead to Sydney Coker, hands it back off to Levitka, right side for Ellenbecker. Picked up her dribble. Coker with it on the right wing. Down low somehow to Giselle Harwig, ripped away by Addie Vollert. Vollert out to Kristen Casey. And Selena Ellenbecker is going to draw the offensive foul. With 2:32 to go. Giselle Harwig to inbound. 9-point Athens lead. Ball is loose. Levitka up ahead to Hartwig. Giselle up to Selena. Coker on the baseline. Down low and lost it. A lot of contact, nothing called. Down low to Dillman, right hand. Kendall finishes. And timeout's going to be taken by Athens. 7-point game, 2:16 remaining. We'll be back to Athens High School after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Heartland Custom Homes is your local custom home builder for over 50 years right here in Plover. We are committed to making the process of constructing your dream home as engaging, efficient, and stress-free as possible. Our panelized construction is ideal for our central Wisconsin climate, and our expertise and workmanship give you the confidence to know that your home is in good hands. Stop in or schedule a meeting to talk about your vision and watch as your design takes shape before your eyes. You deserve the home of your dreams. Let Heartland Custom Homes bring yours to life.
Welcome back to Athens High School. Taking a look at our camera guy, Dan Ross, down at the other end, getting us some good shots. Gavin Zellick up here on the stage with us. Sydney Seavey up on the bleachers, circled by the Athens crowd. Nearly intercepted, nearly taken away as Anna Schooley knocks it away. Kendall Dillman up ahead to Addie Vollert, and there's going to be a foul on Giselle Hartwig, and more free throws for Assumption with 2:09 remaining. It's going to be Giselle's fourth foul as well. Eddie Voller's first free throw is good. So Sophia Coker with 4, Giselle Hartwig with 4. And just like that, it's a 6-point game. And Voller's second one is left short, tipped up by Schooley and rebounded by Coker. And that was going to be out of bounds. Saved, nearly saved by Kristen Casey. 2:04 to go in this one. 56-50 in favor of Athens. And ball is loose. Dillman, Schooley for 2. It's a 4-point game with 2 minutes to go. Down low to Vollert, left hand, 2-point game. Unbelievable, 1:45 to go. And there's going to be a foul on Assumption. And free throws coming for Athens with 1:44 to go. I believe Giselle Hartwig heading to the line. 1-1 bonus for Athens. Jordan Jaglinski checked back in. First free throw by Giselle Hartwig is in and out and rebounded and fouled there by Sydney Coker, and Addie Vollert will head to the line for the Royals. Sydney Coker picking up the foul. 1:42 to go, and she picked up her 4th foul. So Sydney and Sophia Coker, as well as Giselle Hartwig, all have 4 fouls for Athens. First one for Addie Vollert, in and out. Free throws can save or kill the season. Vollert's second, airballed it. Oh for 2 for Addie Vollert. 2-point Athens lead with 1:42 to go. And tip there. Schooley comes away with the steal and then turns it over again. Ellen Becker against Jaglinski. Up ahead to Hartwig. To Levitka. Back over to Hartwig. Coker in the corner. Over to Ellen Becker. 1:20 to go in this one. Ellen Becker picked up her dribble. Right side, Levitka. Goes baseline. Picked up her dribble. Knocked out of bounds by Kristen Casey. And staying with the Blue Jays with 1:15 to go. And timeout's going to be taken by Coach Klein. A 30-second timeout. We will keep it here. Again, upcoming for the Athens Blue Jays, they are at Phillips on Tuesday the 7th, which could, depending on how this one goes, determine the Merriwood North. Friday, Athens is at Auburndale, February 10th. We'll have the Auburndale game on Zaleski Sports. Tuesday, February 14th, they are at Pittsville. That Sunday after the Auburndale game, that must be the 12th. I believe that is when the seeds come out. The tournament brackets come out on that Sunday, February 12th. For Assumption, they are at Auburndale before that Saturday in Oshkosh against Wild Rose. 12:45 tip-off at the Herd Arena. Malia Kolo checked back in for the Royals. Coker wide open underneath the basket. Ellen Becker tried to, and it's loose. And it's going to be a timeout to Assumption with 1:12 to go. They had Sophia Coker wide open underneath the basket, and Selena Ellenbecker tried to throw it off the leg of Malia Kolo, and she turned it over. Yep. What a crazy last, 4 minutes. You're from Athens High School. 1:12 to go. Again, Assumption has been able to knock down their free throws. Addie Vollert is 4 of 8 from the line. Jordan Jaglinski 2 for 2. Kristen Casey 1 for 2. And Anna Schooley 2 for 2. I guess the big thing, if you're Assumption coming out of this, and as well as Athens, being able to play with those fouls. Again, Sydney and Sophia Coker both have 4 fouls. Giselle Hartwig has 4 fouls. And being able to play smart down the stretch to be able to stay in the game for your team in this very big matchup here tonight. But again, for Assumption, without Sarah Shaw, without Malia Kolo for a good majority of the second half, it has been a doozy here tonight. 2-point game. Wouldn't ask for anything else here from Athens High School with 1 minute to go. Vollert to Schooley, baseline, picked up her dribble. Jordan Jaglinski in the corner. Addie Vollert back over to Kristen Casey. Kristen over to Vollert. Vollert to Jaglinski. Jordan for 3 in the corner. It's air ball or off the side of the backboard. Up ahead to Coker. Coker to Hartwig. Down to Coker. Coker is good. Sophia Coker, 35 seconds to go. Royals have got to go. Under 30 seconds to go, tipped out of bounds, staying with the Blue Jays with 27.5 seconds. And Coach Klein will take a timeout. We'll keep it here. Blue Jays lead by 4. That is Assumption's final timeout. Assumption's final timeout here with 27.5 seconds to go. First points for Athens in quite a while. And they came at a huge, huge time for the Blue Jays. Up by 4 with 27.5 seconds remaining. Maybe Assumption's got one more timeout. I believe both teams have one timeout remaining. As Dan Ross getting a look at the Merriwood North boys basketball champions. At least a share of the title with their win on Tuesday night. So congratulations to the Athens Blue Jays boys basketball team. They will take on Assumption tomorrow night, right here at the Blue Jay Gymnasium. 27.5 seconds to go. The Royals trailed by as many as 14 in the second half. To be able to come all the way back without Sarah Shaw is pretty remarkable for the Royals. And taken away, Eddie Vollert on the turnover. Foul is going to be on the floor. And Giselle Hartwig is going to go to the line for 1 and 1. Not what you drew up out of the timeouts. Again, the long, lanky arms of this Athens Blue Jays team. And Coach Keefe is pulling her girls off the lane on 1 and 1. Got to box out the shooter. And the free throw is good. First one for Giselle is good. Big second half for Giselle Hartwig. 9 points, 17 on the night. Got to box out the shooter if Giselle misses. And the second one for Hartwig is off the mark. Rebounded by Kristen Casey. Up ahead to Vollert. Schooley pull-up jumper on the lane or on the baseline is no good. That'll do it here tonight. And the Athens Blue Jays will pick up a huge win on their home court against the Assumption Royals. 59-54 final here from Athens. The Blue Jays improved to 19-2 on the year. Assumption drops their second game in a row, and they fall to 15-3 on the season. We'll have an opportunity to talk to head coach Kincaid Keefe and our Zaleski Sports player of the game, Giselle Hartwig, when we get back to Athens after this on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Register to start this fall.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Welcome back to Athens High School as the Blue Jays pick up a huge conference win over Assumption tonight. Coach, we just talked a little bit about it. Oh, what a fun game tonight. Great crowd. Wouldn't expect much different between you two.
Yes, definitely a fun night, good atmosphere, and a good mental and physical test for our girls as well. Nice to come out with the win.
The stretch of games doesn't get any easier. Go to Phillips on Tuesday, Auburndale next Friday. Just talk about wrapping up this regular season with a couple of tough games.
Yeah, and it's the perfect time to have those challenges, those tough games, because if you're going to let up, it's going to be now rather than in the playoffs, and it's a good physical test for us, too, to screw our heads on before we make a nice playoff run.
The final regular season home game, just talk about being able to play in front of your crowd all season long.
Yep, they're great. I mean, we're always trying to beg them to fill the nest up, but tonight they really showed up for us, and that's just as important as our girls showing up on the court.
Able to get a couple of key free throws, keep a layup, obviously, right down the stretch. Just talk about executing the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, and we talked about it all year. It takes a cool head to win that hot game, and it came down to those last few minutes. I don't think it should have came down to it, but it did, and we came together as a crew and just kept our heads level and pushed through, so that's what did it.
Perfect. Thanks, Coach. See you down the road. Thank you. We're bringing our Celeste Sports Player of the Game, Giselle Hartwig. Giselle, obviously a big win tonight against a very good Assumption team. 17 tonight, I think, anyway. I don't know how all my math adds up, but a big win nonetheless tonight.
Yes, for sure. We needed this.
And being able to pick up a win after a couple of obviously tough losses last year to them, being able to bring them here to Athens. Again, just talk to Coach.
Our energy comes from them.
And again, just being able to get a couple of key stops, obviously a big steal at the end, and just talk about prevailing down the stretch and getting this big conference win.
I always say defense is a constant, and I really believe that, and I work hard on defense to lead to the offense.
Perfect. All right, we're going to put you in the house. All right? All right. Going to give you this. I'll back out of the way here.
I'm Giselle Hartwig, and I'm in the house.
Thank you, Giselle. Congratulations. Thank you. Nice game. With that, we're going to sign things off here from Athens High School. Again, a huge win for the Blue Jays over the Assumption Royals. And we will have more Assumption girls basketball on Saturday in Oshkosh. We'll see the Athens girls on Friday next week at Auburndale. That's February 10th in Auburndale to pretty much wrap up their regular season. For Gavin Zellick, Dan Ross, Jason Zaleski, Sydney Seavey, and Trevor Zaleski, this is Steve Mave signing off from Athens High School. Thank you all for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. We'll talk to you again next time right here on Zaleski Sports.